Scottsbluff County Commissioners have approved a new contract for Sheriff's Office deputies and staff that gives current employees a competitive pay rate and helps them catch up with inflation. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the new 3-year Scottsbluff County Sheriff Deputy contract includes an initial 1-year pay raise for officers ranging from 16.6% to 24.7%, depending on their rank and where they currently fall in an 8-step pay scale for that rank. Sheriff Mark Overman told the board wages were the only real issue, explaining as inflation started to hit 2 years ago, pay rates for his staff, represented by the Fraternal Order of Police, fell behind comparable counties across the state by as much as 20%, as with the existing contract limit increases to a 3% annual pay bump.
They haven't come to us, recently with some long list of things they want to change in our contract. So it's really simple. This year is just eliminating the disparity that they had that was caused by that 3-year contract.
Administrative staff covered under the contract will see increases ranging from 9 to 27%. 7 comparable Nebraska counties were used to come up with the pay ranges, with the new pay rates placing Scottsbluff County in the middle. Despite falling behind on comparable pay, Overman said his agency has remained fully staffed. Well, the new president of Western Nebraska Community College outlined his priorities during his first appearance at a meeting of the WCCA Board of Governors last week. Greg Dart started his new duties at the beginning of the month and told the board he has 3 goals coming into the position. Dart says implementation of WNCC's new strategic plan will be job number 1, and he'll start by working with the college's executive team to look at tactics to put in motion.
How do we now make this operational? Having a document and having it on a shelf doesn't do anything, but operationalizing it and making sure that it's integrated in everything that we're doing, in all that we're doing for accreditation and all that we do to continuously improve is really job 1 for me.
2 other priorities over the next 6 months will be getting to know leaders and people in the communities served by WNCC, as well as working on the community college's strategic enrollment management. Dart also thanked John Marin for his work the last 2 years to keep WNCC moving forward, and said Marin could write a book on how to be successful as an interim community college president. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. A downtown Scottsbluff tradition has been given the green light to continue in 2023. During last week's Scottsbluff City Council meeting, the council approved a community festival permit requested by the Downtown Scottsbluff Association for the annual sidewalk sales. City Manager Kevin Spencer says this event has been going on for decades.
Yeah, Mayor and Council, this is the annual sidewalk sale. We've been doing this for a lot of years, since I was a kid, so it's been going on for a long time.
The sidewalk sales will take place Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on Broadway in downtown Scottsbluff and feature offerings from lots of our downtown businesses. Well, a Mitchell mail carrier has been federally indicted by acting U.S. Attorney Susan Lair. 42-year-old Jacob Wilkins is charged in a 3-count indictment for his actions while serving as the president of the local National Association of Letter Carriers branch from 2016 to 2021. Charges include embezzlement and theft of labor union assets exceeding $23,000 and 2 counts of falsification, concealment, or destruction of financial records required to be kept by the labor union. Wilkins could face upwards of 5 years imprisonment and a $250,000 fine if he's found guilty. And the Western Community College Area Board of Governors has declared a vacancy in Districts 1 and 3 due to the resignations of Kimberly Marcy and Richard Stickney, effective August 1st. The board is seeking individuals who are interested in filling the vacant positions, which are slated to expire at the end of December 2024. People living in Cherry, Dawes, Grant, Sheridan, Box Butte counties, as well as near Minutair, are invited to apply. Interest parties are asked to send a letter by July 31st to the WCCA Board of Governors, care of Susan Verbeck, 1601 East 27th Street, Scottsbluff, Nebraska, 69361.
To sum up the past 20 years in one word, exceptional. It's one of our core values. But our people have been truly exceptional. Our customer support has been exceptional. In 20 years, where will Allo be? When we started, we were just a business fiber company. Then the demand came from residential. Now the products of both business and residential just continue to expand. We've got to start with customers' needs and always work backwards. The customers will tell us, and our teammates will take us there.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Warm to hot conditions across the area going to continue for the next several days. Muggy as well as temperatures fall down into only the 60s overnight. Is going to be just a small daily chance of thunderstorms until we get to the end of the week and into the weekend. Then conditions and thunderstorm chances are going to go up. Otherwise, warm and muggy out there. 99 yesterday after a morning low of 58. We were right in that ballpark again today. Had a little bit of rain, 1700ths yesterday. That's jumped us up to an inch and 63, about a third of an inch above normal, and we're 1660 above normal or 1660 for the year, over 6 inches above normal. Hottest day of the year yesterday, 99. We were right back in that ballpark again today. And rain chances have been up for the last several days, and they're coming back up again as we get into the weekend again. Friday right into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, thunderstorm chances are going to be on the increase. Could see some breezy conditions tomorrow. Otherwise, the breezes go down a little bit as we go into next week. It looks like the severe weather threat well to our east tonight. Could see gusty winds out of a few storms today and again tomorrow, primarily to our east, and then that severe weather threat moves on. The monsoonal moisture is here, so if we get thunderstorms to move in to the region, and their chances are small, but you'll notice we don't really move much throughout the week as that monsoonal moisture remains a threat of heavy rain. Still hot in the south, 113 in Phoenix. Highs across the region today were 90s to near 100. There's still a 100 on the board at McCook. 99 in Ogallala, 97 in Scottsbluff, just 85 though in Laramie, 84 in Cheyenne. Winds are about 5 to 10 miles an hour, generally south or westerly, and gusting at times in the high country. Otherwise, that's about it. Futurecast tonight shows an isolated thunderstorm. We're talking very scattered, very isolated, and they could produce some gusty downburst winds. That's about it. Tomorrow we start the day with sunshine, and then we re-prime the pump with just a few isolated late-day thunderstorms out there. Maybe not even as many today or tomorrow as there was today. And then we redo this all again Wednesday. Very similar weather conditions out there with isolated thunderstorms again across the area Wednesday afternoon and evening. Lows tonight are going to be in the 60s to near 70. Highs tomorrow back in the upper 90s and low triple digits. And not much changes as we go into Wednesday. Moisture more concentrated in the sand hills from tomorrow's activity. Otherwise, that's about it. Some clearing expected. Clouds early. Muggy, humid. We'll call it 65 for a low. Tomorrow, a hot day. It's going to be humid as well. Temps going to be right around that 100-degree mark. We're not going far from that Wednesday and Thursday. Then notice by Friday we cool off a couple of degrees, even cooler for the weekend. Still, though, in the 90s, but we bring in thunderstorm chances on the increase starting Friday.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Plenty of swinging for the Monday update from the Lynx to the Diamond. We'll start with the 115th Nebraska Amateur Championship that wrapped up yesterday at Scottsbluff Country Club. The four-day event finishing with a great rally by the eventual champion. Matthew Schaefer of Fordyce rallied back from 3 shots down with 4 holes to play to beat Charlie Zielinski out of Omaha. Schaefer birdied 2 of the final 4 holes to finish at 12 under par for the one-shot win and the tournament title.
Yeah, it's special. It means a lot. I know how many good players have won this in the past. You know, there's a lot of good golf in the state of Nebraska. You know, sometimes I think it gets overlooked. So, you know, it means a lot to be able to win this and to be in with the same names as some of the guys that have won in the past.
The top local finisher was Scottsbluff's Brock Ayler, who came in 8th place, finishing with a final round 69, as Ayler posted a 2 under par score for the championship. Really, for the country club to be in a position to host this event, they were under the gun to get the course back up to snuff after the hailstorm ripped through about a month or so ago. Club Pro Max Haydenfeld gave plenty of credit to his team and club members for the effort on the back end of that storm.
Yeah, no, it was a group effort, no doubt. So again, I mentioned Todd before. We've got a good crew, a really good crew. I think we got 10 or 12 guys on the crew, and most of those guys came out to help. Again, it's a Saturday. Usually maintenance crew doesn't do a whole lot on the Saturdays, but we've got a really good group of members that you know, care a lot about this place. And I bet we had a dozen at least come out and, you know, whatever they could do. I had a couple members on some of the rollers. We had some members on the greens, mowing. We had guys trying to fix those hail marks with divvy tools. And honestly, besides just the hail and the dents that it made, you know, all these trees that we have, and there's debris everywhere. And so a lot of it was grab a mower and start mulching stuff up, start raking some piles, and we have a big vacuum that we use to kind of sweep some of that stuff up. And so again, we probably had, I would say over the course of a week, we probably had a dozen or 2 dozen members come out and just volunteer their time to help in whatever capacity, whether that was, do you need help fixing marks? Do you need help picking up sticks? Do you need help mulching up leaves? Whatever it was.
The 115th Nebraska Amateur wrapping up yesterday here in Scotts Bluff. Video was provided by our friends with the Nebraska Golf Association. Also wrapping up yesterday, the baseball season for Gering Platte Valley Companies. A bit of a surprise to have the 1 and 2 seeds at the B7 area tournament playing the Sunday elimination game as Alliance down Gering 11-5. Alliance now moves into the title game today to play Chadron. For Alliance, they'll need 2 wins to go to state. Chadron would need just 1 win later today to head to the state tournament. That'll be in Pierce coming up starting this weekend. And for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, they were swept on the road in Hays, Kansas over the weekend. They were outscored 30-8 in the 3 games. They'll stay on the road for 4 more games, including the next 2 nights down in Liberal, Kansas. Coverage tonight on KNEB will start at 5:45. This is the final full week of the regular season for Pioneers baseball. That's the latest today from the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, fair season is officially here, and things kick off this week with the Morrill County Fair. This year's fair runs from July 22nd to the 29th and has livestock shows and exhibits throughout. Fair Board member Naomi Loomis invites everybody from Morrill County and beyond to attend this year's festivities.
I would just say and invite everybody out to the Morrill County Fair. It's kind of a hidden gem outside south of town. And come see the kids and come see their projects and see what Morrill County has to offer. And then for a complete update, visit morrillcountyfair.com.
She tells KNB News that the FFA Farm to Town Relay between Bayard and Bridgeport FFA chapters is a crowd favorite. This year's fair will wrap up on Friday with a community supper at 5 p.m., the 4-H FFA livestock sale, followed by music, games, and drinks. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.